Good evening. I hope that some of you at least had an opportunity to watch the Kentucky Derby this last weekend. Or even better, watch American Pharoah take home the Triple Crown last year. Huge. And if you had a chance to watch these horses race, I hope you could also see just how much they love their jobs. They love to run. Unfortunately, despite being really incredible athletes, out of every 1,000 horses that will start in a race, 2 will die from a musculoskeletal injury. That means in California alone, in a 2-year period of time, over 350 horses died from an orthopedic injury. This rate is unacceptable. So what can we do? What do we know? It's now well established that horses that break down start with a stress fracture. So just like a runner that undergoes that repetitive exercise can end up with a stress fracture in their shin, these horses get stress fractures in certain areas in certain bones. So my research has focused on identifying those lesions so that we can prevent these breakdowns before they happen. In this study in particular, I collected fractured third carpal bones as well as the intact bones from the opposite limb. I also collected control bones. So these were racehorses that died for some other reason, and they were age and breed matched. I looked at all of these bones on their fractured surfaces, as well as for any cartilage lesions, and then I imaged them using X-rays, clinical CT, and micro-CT. Using micro-CT, which are the images at the bottom of the screen there, I have been identifying a significant porous lesion in the bone in the fractured bones, as well as in the intact opposite limb bones. And those lesions are highlighted by the arrows. All fractured bones fracture through these lesions. These lesions have not been able to be detected more frequently using X-rays, and they're not associated with cartilage lesions. We have been able to detect them more frequently using a clinical CT, though. So what does that mean? Well, in racehorse practices, the most common modality to assess bone is using X-rays, and this study suggests that's not enough. So I'm hopeful through studies like these, we can identify high-risk horses, pick up these lesions before they happen, and prevent catastrophic breakdown. And that will not only help save these horses, but help provide safety for the riders and jockeys who are riding them as well. Thank you.